Oh, hello, you made it. Okay, welcome. We were just about to begin day 5 of Learn AI with me, right? Okay, we're still tapped in, and there's still so many cool things. We haven't even gotten in on all of the AI tools and apps. There's Mid-Journey, there is Notebook LM, there's Lovable for a quick landing page. Yes, so plenty more in store. But day 5 is a little bit of a celebration, right? Come on, this is a mini milestone in the journey to 30, right? The journey of 30 days learning AI. So I'm excited, and I think it's fitting that we resume the presentation I started a couple of days ago about the mindset shift needed. Because once you have the mindset shift, it's all about being bold. So, I want to teach you my framework for being bold in how you use AI. Perfect. Okay, so I can see that you can see my screen, right? Okay. When we last chatted about this, and I want to say it was on day 3, right? It was, yeah. Okay. When we last chatted about this, the place that we ended as it relates to the mindset shift needed, it's there's the consumer mindset and there's the CEO mindset. Two very different things, two different responsibilities, obligations, two different things you have to think about when you are using AI as a CEO or a creative. You think about it very differently. And this shift makes all of the difference. When you embrace AI from the CEO mindset, you're now looking at what are the opportunities to strengthen your business, to strengthen your messaging, to strengthen yourself. And so, like I said, I want to teach you all how to be bold with AI. Okay? Of course, bold is an acronym. You're like, we have to be bold and we have to be confident, courageous, willing to make a risk, right? No risk, no reward. Yeah. Yeah. But a risk is difficult. But I think that AI makes it easy. And again, if it aligns, if you are not in the mindset where the CEO mindset where AI is an advantage to you, then maybe this is not the time to learn it. But I think many of you are here because it is an advantage. So where do we begin? By being bold, let's recognize that AI allows us to build, okay, own our frameworks, our ideas, our creativity, our processes, the speed of execution. It allows us to leverage. We can leverage our ideas. We can leverage the ideas, right? The ideas and concepts of other people and things that have worked well. Let's say that as I'm building this new brand, and I wanted to have the aesthetic that like Nike does, or the cultural fit that Nike does. And I'm like, hey, familiarize me with the history of it. Okay, now I want you to act as the CEO of Nike and converse with me, have an interview with me about my brand and what I'm building and why and what decisions I'm going to make in order to align it with the culture. So, fun ways to leverage. I'm gonna show you. So I'm telling you, and then I'm gonna show you. So just bear with me, okay? And then finally, AI allows us to get to doing far faster than ever before. You have an idea for a social media post, maybe you take a quick picture. Like, I'm not telling you to replace your entire process with AI. I'm telling you that there are aspects of your process that can be accelerated when you leverage AI in the right way. That's what we're exploring in this series. So stick with me because we're only 5 days in. Okay, let's make bold not just cute words, but a real lived experience. When I say build, I mean build out your ideas. You can leverage your favorite AI tool. One of mine is ChatGPT. Another person's could be Copilot. Somebody else may love Perplexity because they love to deal in facts and stats. Use your favorite AI tool as a thinking partner to keep up with the speed of your thoughts, your questions, your concerns, your fears, your hopes, the ideas you have. Maybe you're not communicating well to somebody else on your team. They're not understanding the full vision because it's still in your head a little bit. Use your AI tool to help you put that out and then tell it to explain it to someone else who thinks like this or who has this role or is a creative where I know that I'm strategic, right? And so AI tools are able to do that, like ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini. Let me show you one of the things that I built out. When I said you can build out your ideas, I mean, start with an idea. I had an event in November. I host an accelerator, and I'm actually thinking I'm going to host that twice a year to start. Maybe it grows. Right now, I know I do it in November, and I'm thinking about doing it again in March. It's a 6-week accelerator on how to leverage AI like a CEO. And so, as I was mapping this out, I have this creative philosophy for my business that I'm here to empower entrepreneurs and creatives to dream, reflect, plan, and do. And so, this other document that I was able to create, and I'll share that tab now. This other document that I was able to create, leveraging AI, I leveraged AI for the headline. I was in Canva AI when I was No, I use most okay, this is chat, but then I referenced the Brainstorm GPT. So if you were here for day 4, you met my Brainstorm GPT and you met Trendy. Those are my 2 custom coded GPTs built within Chat GPT, but custom coded to think like a content strategist or a marketing strategist. Brainstorm thinks like a marketing strategist. And so as I was thinking about my philosophy, I put together for those 4 pillars, dream, reflect, plan, and do. And then I aligned it with how could a CEO or an entrepreneur leverage AI in each of these areas. I really liked how plan sounded, and I felt like that would make a great lead magnet. And so that's what I made. So I separated it. So this is just one aspect of it. But I break down what I broke down basically on day 4 that, hey, try it in regular chat and then try this. But I gave them prompts because the idea isn't that we're looking for AI to take over everything or to do everything. It's that it's supposed to help us expound, accelerate, strategize, brainstorm, create, envision, and many, many, many more things. And so let us return to my presentation. AI really allows you to build out your ideas. I have this concept, dream, reflect, plan, do. I used AI to clarify some of my thoughts around it. I put a little worksheet together with all of those aspects. Then I took 2 pages of that and made a lead magnet. And throughout all of it, I kept asking AI, what are some great questions that align with this? So that's how I got my plan like a CEO lead magnet. And it's one of the freebie downloads on my website that I just launched. Yep, I'll not a problem. I don't mind dropping my website in the description. I don't think I don't think I put it in any of the other descriptions, so I will most certainly do that. I have a lot of links. I play very, very much in the digital world. Many of my things are links. This is a link. Each of these icons down below link to something else. So let's continue. But I'll be sure to put the link to my primary website. The other one is my Get to Know Me Better. LearnAI.base44.app is my Get to Know Me Better. Promptsandplanners.com is where you can actually go and like some of these ideas about aligning the strategies that we need to implement with a prompt that helps us implement or think it through. That's in my promptsandplanners.com website. So that'll be in the description. That'll be in the description. Okay. The O in bold is own your skills, okay? Or own the fact that maybe you have a knowledge gap. You want to be better or more aware of something else. There's a knowledge gap. You know you could be better, you know you don't know this thing well enough, you can use AI to learn it. Put it into deep research mode, ask it to build you a study guide or a curriculum, or a report, something that helps you learn the way that you need to learn. You can even tell it to create a story. Gemini Storybook is a really amazing tool, to help you visualize in story format your ideas. So I will show you guys Google Storybook, not today, maybe tomorrow. I've got a fun story around that. So I think that tomorrow could be a good day to show you. Uh, I do want to wrap this up. So let me just, I won't click on all the buttons because you understand how to use ChatGPT. Put it in deep research mode. Yeah. What is it that you want to learn? For instance, this year, I want to learn more about art, fine art, classic art, African art, just beauty and how it influences the world silently, subtly, but lasting, enduring. So yes, I'm studying art this year, and I'm going to use my AI tools to help. Okay, L in bold is to leverage your IP. Remember the lead magnet I just shared with you all? Well, AI isn't just there to help you with the thought and expounding on it. It helps you with the visuals. This presentation, there's parts of this that definitely were made with AI, including some of the images and the visuals, right? So we're leveraging your IP in terms of how do you take an idea to the next level? You can use really cool AI tools to do that. Here is one idea that I had. I have to click on the icon. And let's share that tab. One idea I had as a content strategist, and remember we talked about Canva on day 3? Do you remember that menu? No? Make sure you watch day 3 and take a couple notes. This is another Canva AI app, okay? Canva AI. Canva, yes, yes, I made this in Canva. Let me show you how it works. As a content strategist, I have a ton of photos in my phone, oftentimes too many. At one point in time, I had 45,000 photos and videos in my phone, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is crazy." It was too much. So, I made an app to help me mentally strategize and organize. So, let's say that today's starting number is 500 photos. I'll type that in and I'll hit start sorting. Now, as I built this out for myself, I realized that you can sort for a lot of reasons because sometimes you get into your, oh, I remember this moment, my family in this photo, or like I really need to do something for my business. I need to find all of the things where testimonials come up. But that's your sentimental storage space. So sometimes it's easy to forget or to get lost or to get caught up. And so I built a page within my web app, mhm, to allow me to click the goal that I'm focused on. I would say that my latest goal is to build a portfolio. From there, it's going to put us in the mindset. Think like a curator. Highlight your best work, events, collabs, the images that showcase your glory, your glow, and your expertise. Every photo you keep should be one that says, "This is what I can do." So, as I'm siphoning or filtering through each of my photos, which I'm about to click the button and say, perfect, let's start sorting, I get to ask myself, hey, first off, do I love the photo? Because maybe I look crazy, maybe somebody else looks crazy. They were, eyes a little askew and things like that. Well, if we don't, we can simply hit no. And what happens is I created a mechanism that's going to keep up with whatever number you put in the beginning. I needed to know that I was making a dent. And so this tallies what I'm mentally organizing. So I've organized one asset. Now let's do the next. Do I love this photo? I found one I like, so let's continue. Is it brand related? You know what? Yes, it is. Is it portfolio worthy? It's not the best quality, but I still like it though. So I'll say no. Is this evergreen B roll or is it BTS? You know what? It is a little bit on the BTS side. I'm gonna add it to my B-roll library. Boom. And now in my tally, 498 more to go. One we are saying goodbye to, two total processed, but one kept. And where did I go? To the B-roll library. Boom. Let's keep going. Let's do the next photo. Okay, I found another one that I love. So we'll hit yes. Is it brand related? You know what? I do love this photo, but this is sentimental. I'm not deleting it, but I'm not going to put it into my portfolio. So actually, I'm just going to archive that one. We'll deal with that later. And so now 497 to go, three processed. Of those, one I'm keeping, one I'm archiving until later, one I'm deleting. And again, and on, it's going to help me tally and mentally organize. One more time. Is this brand related? Yep. And this is a good one. Okay. The cinematography of this shot looks amazing. It's worthy of being in my brand portfolio. So I am going to say yes. Awesome. Okay, we kept it. Now, I just showed you the sweet side. That's like, okay, we're cute. These are great photos. What if you're really like, I need to get this done? Well, sometimes I'm feeling like that. And this page, the whole styling, it was too soft and too sweet. So I actually made another mode and I called it Savage Mode. Oh, here it is. Yes. So that was sweet. This is Savage. Savage looks a lot different. The colors are different. The questions are slightly different. The emojis are different. It still reminds me of my gold, but the emojis are different. The colors, the vibe, you feel it. You feel how it's not as gentle. It's a little bit more urgent and vibrant, and it has a different tonality. So, same question. You know what? We're moving a lot faster. Hate it. No. Hate it. Loathe. Hate it, loathe. Next photo. Also hate. Okay. Next photo. Oh, we do love it. It is brand related, but it's not my portfolio. Also, it's somewhere else. It's not really BTS. You know what though? Yes, if I put this into a carousel, it would be great to teach people something. And so I'm going to add it right here. Boom. Educational cue. Now I clicked a bunch of buttons and in total, I processed mentally 7 photos, of which I can see that one went to my portfolio, one went to my B-roll, one went into my educational queue for like a carousel, and one was a general archive. And from there, I could start over if I wanted to. And again, remember I said it looks different? So let's say today I'm just doing 10. But you see how I made and all of these are changes that I specified within Canva AI. Yeah, yeah, I built this. I built this with Canva. Did you see the Canva at the bottom? Yes, Canva. I have no shame in my game. I love Canva and I tell everybody about it. I think it does amazing, cool things. And yeah, I had an idea. I told you about the Friendsgiving. You got to watch day 3. Go back, go watch day 3. No worries though. So this was Savage Mode. Maybe it's getting organized. Now we have a different mental piece to remember. You see, the top is going to keep reminding me, but the questions will be the same and it will continue to allow me to process it. Okay. Boom. Right. And that is when I say leverage my IP, I took an idea. I've always wanted to make content, easy again or fun again, or the process of organizing my photos. When I have so many, I needed something to help me decide because I like them. I took the picture. I like the picture, but I don't need to keep every picture. And so that just helped me keep my mind together. And when I have ideas like that, I love to just flush it out quickly. And so I built this one and I really had a vision. So it took some iterations. I think if I went in there the last time it was either 30-ish or 40 iterations back and forth with Canva saying, make this round, make that more square. Let's add neon and darker color hues on this one versus on sweet, where it's softer, it's lighter, gentler. The buttons are rounder and more easy going and gentle. Yes, that I put all of that into Canva AI. and it created this is a website. I can put this link into chat, into the description, and you can click it. You can use my camera roll organizer or pixel purge as I brand coded it to be named. But yeah, that's what I mean when I say you can leverage your IP. Very cool ideas. Let's share this tab instead. Take your really cool ideas and be creative, be bold, right? Build out your idea, own the skill set. No, I know that I'm a great content strategist. Now I can immerse people into my world with dynamic digital solutions thanks to AI. But this is not about me. This is about you. What do you want to do? Right? The D in bold is do the thing. This is not about what I did. I'm just showing you what's possible. The question is, what is it that you would do? You had questions on the first day. So today's homework is what is it that you would do? What is it that you would do? Take your book, right? I always have a notebook. No matter how much AI tools I have, I'm always going to have a notebook. I'm always going to be willing to write something down on a piece of paper and flush it out there before I flush it out digitally. And not everything, but many things. Many things. So my question to you is before getting super excited about the possibilities of AI, write down your plan. What's your skill set? Actually, remember my plan like a CEO lead mag that I showed at the beginning? That asks you these types of questions. It already has the questions. It has the questions. What would you do if you could do anything? Um, and so on and so on. So I will put the link to the website where the lead magnet is available on into my description. But you don't have to download that because the question is yours. If you could take your business, your brand, your ideas to the next level, what would you do? I like to build apps. I like to create images that kind of look like me or put me in the rooms or feel like the future that I want to enjoy. But what is it that you would do? Would you organize? Would you be more productive? Would you cook really cool recipes and then make interactive menus for your friends? What would you do? That's what the bold mindset dares you to ask. What would you do? Now, if you wanted to learn from me, from my ideas, if you wanted to sit with these questions in a group of people who are thinking about these things themselves, I do that in my school community. You don't have to join, of course, but it is free. There it goes. And it is linked in that, remember that about website I mentioned? Yeah, it's learnai.base44.app. I am never shy about the AI tools I use because as an AI educator, I want you to know that these are cool apps that can do cool things. So when you go to that website, I love how it's designed. I built it via vibe coding with Base 44. And these are all things that I talk about more in my school community or that I offer consulting for. So you let me know if you are ready. But if not, please just hang out with me. We've got 25 more days, but this was a special day, so I had to show you some special things. Okay, mini milestone number 1 in the books. Thank you for joining me on day 5. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day or to, whatever day you do watch this, and I'll catch you on day 6. Bye.